find out an issue, because who are you to tell me that I'm not enough for something? You feel me? Hello guys and welcome. Oh Jesus. Sorry. Hello guys and welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm sorry if my voice goes in and out. I'm like 1 week post head cold, so I'm still like that, you know, that like extra cough, like that dry cough. That's what I'm dealing with right now, and I gotta spit a lot. Y'all don't need to know the details. But with that being said, welcome to my first video of 2023. It is January 20th, 2023 right now, and I just wanna, this is gonna be a video, but I wanna just update you because I decided for my platform, I wanted to go a different direction. And with that being said, my goal for 2024 is to hopefully make these videos that I'm going to be doing in 2023 into a podcast form in 2024. Me and my friends do a lot of talking, a lot of discussing about different topics. And I'm just like, why not make this into a YouTube video? Like, for real. So I think my video is going to be more of, or my channel is going to be more of just discussion based. And it's going to be called Talk Time Tuesdays. So still twice a month, fingers crossed. I am in school, so fingers crossed if I could do it twice a month, we'll have a Talk Time Tuesday about different topics. And with that being said, I am going to be talking about the POC issue of time. I saw a TikTok, and I'm gonna try and post it over here.
I decided to give Africans the actual time of the dinner, 8 p.m, and this is what happened.
So I'm not gonna play the whole video, but that's essentially what the video was. And then she like recorded her friends coming in at different times, and the latest time was like past 8:30. Someone was coming in there at like 9, and I made a stitch of the video, and man, when I tell you my video is trending, I guess you can say, it's at 35.6K. And it has over 200 comments. It has close to 3,700 likes. So I made a stitch, and it was like, I know this is supposed to be a funny haha moment, but on a real case, this is an issue. And this is what the video is about. It's just about the black dysphoria. I don't want to say that, but the black culture, the African culture, people of color culture, and how we're gonna say that because I'm gonna hit on different topics. I'm gonna hit on 2 topics today. I'm gonna hit on the topic of time and on the topic of not being good enough. Those are my 2 topics for today. So when it comes to the topic of time, I don't know if this is the same for like Hispanic culture, Asian culture, other people of color culture, but as an African American, Nigerian American girl, I can come from experience saying that we are always late, and it's an issue for me. And it's an issue because it's not like we're just late, but we make it into a trait of ours, and that's my issue. It's like, oh, black people time, oh, African people time, as if it's a trait of ours to be late, and that's not okay. And one of the comments on my TikTok actually was like, but if it was a white person event, we would be on time, which is facts, and I don't like that. Why can't we be on time for our own events, but we can be on time for a white person event? I'm not okay with that. And with that being said, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I have the same experience, to the point that we have to lie. We have to lie about the start time in order to give people enough time to be late, to be on time. So let's say something starts at 5, right? 5 p.m. I'm going to tell somebody that it starts at 4 so that I know that they arrive at least around 5:30. So they still might be late, but they won't be as late as telling them the true time. That's an issue. And we truly, as black people, as African people, as people of color, because a few Hispanics came on the chat, a few Hispanics came on my chat to say that their family does this as well. So as people of color, we truly need to get better at timing and being on time, respecting people's times, etc., etc. Because if we're at dinner and the dinner reservation is at 8, I expect you to be there no later than 7:55. If it's traffic, 7:10. I mean 8:10. Like, because why aren't you leaving the house early enough if you know that you're supposed to be somewhere? That's my issue. But yeah, that I'm gonna make this video really short because this is the first video of 2022 and I don't want to lie, blah, which these videos very much well be like blah, but not today. My second topic about this is not being, because Hispanic culture has this issue too, because again, I talk to people, I have friends, and I see TikToks of this. Not being enough for something. So like in my case, I'm a black girl. If I'm walking down the street, you're gonna see a little black girl, right? You're not gonna see a little Nigerian girl because I don't look Nigerian. You're gonna see a little black girl walking down the street. And when I was at UIC, still I graduated. When I was at UIC, I was a part of their African Student Council. And we had the conversation of not being African enough because you can't speak the language or you can't understand the language. And we see that as a downfall in you not being African enough. That was one of the reasons. It's many reasons, but that was one of the main reasons. And I was like, dang, like I've never experienced that before. Like when I tell people I'm Nigerian, they get hyped. Like, I'm the blackest Nigerian girl that you will ever meet. Like, I cannot speak nor understand the language, but my whole half of the family is Nigerian. Like, if I look on this side, it's my black family on my mom's side, and if I look on this side, it's my Nigerian family on my dad's side. Like, it's no denying that I'm Nigerian. So when people tell me that like they get told they're not Nigerian enough, they're not African enough, they're not Hispanic enough, they're not Mexican enough, they're not Puerto Rican enough, they're not whatever enough, I find that an issue because who are you to tell me that I'm not enough for something? You feel me? So, and I had my very first experience. I am 25, y'all. I had my very first experience of this at work actually. A little girl. And I'm going to say a little girl because she is 18 or 19 and I'm 25. You're a little girl. She's Nigerian. And when she found out that I was Nigerian, she started speaking to me in the Igbo language. I do not understand it. So I'm looking at her like, what are you saying? Girl, speak English to me. And she's like, oh, you're not really Nigerian. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not really Nigerian? What the F does that supposed to mean? I'm not really Nigerian. She's like, well, you can't speak or understand. I'm like, so? And I'm like, my dad is Nigerian, therefore I'm Nigerian. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Like, literally, the person that gave my mom the sperm made me Nigerian. Like, how do you fight that? And she's like, no, you're not Nigerian. You're just a black girl. And I'm just like, yeah, I am a black girl, but I'm also Nigerian. And then I was talking about like the different foods and whatnot, and she's like, oh, even how you say it is so black. I'm like, where was I born? Where was I raised? Oh, America? I was born in America and I was raised in America by an American mother? Wow. Why you think I'm finna say the words? As an American black girl, I don't have an accent. I don't have a Nigerian accent, so therefore I'm not going to say it the Nigerian way. You know what I'm talking about, though. If I say egusi soup, you know that it's an egusi soup and that I want some egusi soup. If I want some jollof rice, and then she asked me, oh, what's your favorite food? And honestly, my favorite food is jollof rice with fish. Like, I kid you not. And she's like, oh, that's so basic. That's why you're not Nigerian. You know how many Nigerian people are going to say that they like jollof rice? Like, what do you mean? I have eaten different sources of food. It just so happened that jollof rice just slaps for me. And that I can honestly eat that every day. Get it right. Like, what do you mean basic? But then y'all have the argument of like whose jollof rice is better, Ghanaians or Nigerians. Like, don't do that when y'all sit here and have an argument about it. But then when I say that that's honestly my favorite Nigerian dish, you get bent out of shape with me. And it was a video on TikTok that I seen of a girl, mind you, it was a TV show, but it's valid in a lot of Hispanic people's lives where they can speak fluently, but they sound American. I'm gonna say that again. They can speak fluently, but they sound American. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. So when they go to their home country and speak, they're not whatever their home country enough. So if they're Puerto Rican and they're speaking Spanish in America, to us, they sound Puerto Rican. But when they go to Puerto Rico, they sound like an American person trying to speak Spanish, and it's like you're not Puerto Rican enough. Or if a Mexican person go to Mexico, it's you're not Mexican enough because you don't sound Mexican. You don't have the, I'm gonna say, the twang in the voice, because apparently that's what I'm missing, the little twang in the voice that makes you sound Mexican. You're not Mexican enough. So you're too Mexican, or you're too, I'm gonna use Mexican for example. You're too Mexican for America, but you're too American for Mexico. Or you're too Puerto Rican for America, but you're too American for Puerto Rican. And for me, apparently, I'm too black for Nigeria, and that's it. Because I'm not too Nigerian for here. Because I'm not deep inside my ethnic culture. I'm not fully deep into it. I don't fully know it. Period. But I have one of those sides. I'm too black or I'm too American for Nigerians. But it was only her though. Like, I know it's a lot of y'all out there and y'all need to fix y'all mindset, but I only have one side of the diaspora because, again, I can't speak or understand, so it's not like I'm too American for Nigerians or I'm too Nigerian for Americans, because that's not the case. I'm very much a little black girl. But yeah, those are my two issues with people of color, is that we can never be on time and we can never accept us for us. It's always an issue. Whether you're not good enough, you don't speak the language, you don't understand the language, it's always something that's an issue. And we, as the new generation and the generation under us, need to fix that mindset, because it's not okay. But yeah, that's my little rant, my little Talk Time Tuesday for today. I gave you a little splash of what this is about. And you're gonna be seeing people on my page as well. Probably the same person, to be honest, because it's just easy. But I'm gonna have a male when it's time to have like a conversation about male female, just so I have a male perspective, because I cannot talk about the male perspective because I'm clearly not a male. But I'm gonna have a guest. If I can get to, I'm gonna see if the other guy will be okay with coming to my page, but if not, I'm gonna have one for certain, the same one, but still in all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys start thinking about things like this and start correcting yourselves, because if we can be on time for white people, we can be on time for ourselves. Point blank, period. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel. 2023 is gonna be a little stir up, a little something different. Don't get me wrong, you still gonna be seeing hauls and hair content, but Talk Time Tuesday is going to be my main source of content on my channel now. And with that being said, I've been using this oil, and I ain't gonna say what oil because y'all ain't finna steal and upcharge this oil, but when it comes to my hair, when I have this style, I can usually leave it for 2 months, and it's the second month that my hair starts to like look rough and start to grow out and stuff. I only had this, I got this done I can go back and tell you actually. I got this done December 19th and it's currently January 20th. So usually my hair is still relatively fresh and not like, literally I lost a twist because my hair is growing so fast, and it's because I've been using this oil. And I know how my hair grows in these because this is like my 3rd or 4th time getting these, so I know my patterns. This oil, I ain't finna tell y'all though, because y'all ain't finna steal it, period. But let me stop rambling. Okay guys, have a nice day, have a great 2023. I hope things will prosper for you and do better for you, and until my next video,